What is going on, everyone? It is your girl, Asia from the Roman Reigns Fango channel. Welcome back to my channel. I just want to come on here and give my thoughts about, Cody Rhodes and his championship reign and just him in general when it comes to the WWE. And I'm going to go on a little side note, too, about Seth Rollins as well. Because I know I've already made a video about him being insecure and jealous, but there's something that I really need to say about him. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to just say it now before I even get into the whole Cody Rhodes thing. I want to say Seth Rollins is a very insecure and jealous man, and that everything I'm about to see him doing now when it comes to him and Braun Breaker, here's the nitty gritty. Enough with the birds and the bees. The reason why he took Paul Heyman away from Roman Reigns because he wants to be the one. If y'all go back and watch any interviews everyone has had in 2020 or 2022, nigga literally did nothing but bitch, moan, and cry about how he could never be the number one guy, right? He was tired of always being the Triple H to Shawn Michaels, being the Randy Orton to John Cena. He hated being the number two guy. He wants to be number one. If y'all watch him and Roman Reigns' documentary, Rivals episode, this nigga literally sat in the chair and said that he knew no matter how hard he worked or how hard he told stories or did matches, the company were never going to choose him, never going to pick him, never ever give him the treatment as Roman. I have a problem with that statement because it's like, Zeph, do you not appreciate anything you have done for your career at all? Why is it so hard for you to be number one? He act like he doesn't get any appreciation or love by being in the position that he's in. There's nothing wrong with wanting more. There's nothing wrong with wanting to do more with your career at all. But with Zeph, he's acting like he's unutilized. Like Bailey. Bitch, how can you be unutilized when you won thousands of championships, won Royal Rumbles, you didn't main evented tons of pay-per-views. How can you even sit in a chair and act like you're unutilized? Just because you're not in a position that you want to be in doesn't mean you're underutilized. They need to stop throwing that word around, and that is one of the main reasons I have an issue with him. Zeph acts like he's underutilized. How can you be? You done made it in 2 WrestleManias. You have won many championships. You have made it tons of pay-per-views. You've won Royal Rumbles. How do you feel underutilized? Because of what? You're not booked like Roman? You're not booked like Roman because you're not meant to be booked like Roman. That's the problem. He's not the number one guy because whenever he proved that the weight gets heavy and he can't handle the weight. Period. So, I don't know why fans act like he's so underappreciated or whatever the case is. Seth Rollins can be your GOAT. He's not my GOAT. Doesn't mean he won't be in the conversation of GOAT status and da-da-da-da. Here's my thing. I feel like when it comes to GOAT conversations, it should be more than your longevity in the company or how much you give to the company. Because based off of that, fans feel like that is the reason why Zeph is in the GOAT conversation or why they prefer him over Roman because he's there every day. So, what that got to do with it? Okay, Roman Reigns is a part-timer. Yet, Zeph can't sell tickets, put asses in seats, or draw an audience like Roman Reigns can. He doesn't have aura. And whenever Seth Rollins had a world championship, he always showed he is not a draw and he cannot put asses in seats. I'm sorry to say, Zeph is not meant to be a main event guy. He's not. He's really not. I feel like y'all putting a little bit too much dip on Seth Rollins' chip. That's just how I feel. I don't hate Zeph. I just feel like ever since he became this big ass crybaby, this big ass nuppa baby, oh, it should be me. No, why it can't be me? He's really been like really unlikable as a WWE wrestler. Seriously, I just don't find him to be alluring at all because nigga does nothing but cry all the time. He needs to stop that crying shit. You too grown to be bitching and moaning about not getting opportunities. When it's just, how can you cry about not getting opportunities when there's niggas literally on the roster who haven't done anything that you have done, haven't been in the spotlight, haven't done anything that you have done? How is it that Zeph dropped his championship at WrestleMania and yet he's still in top important storylines, while Drew McIntyre lost his title at WrestleMania and has been getting shit booking, then lost to CM Punk every way from Monday to motherfucking Sunday, and yet Zeph, you're crying because you're not booked like Roman? Please, 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 if this was Drew McIntyre complaining, I would see where he's coming from, because WWE does not book Drew McIntyre as if he was a world champion, a former Royal Rumble winner, as if he didn't just give them their his best run during 2000. I want to say 2023 through 2024 was when Drew McIntyre really became his true self. WWE literally scrapped all that and just acts like, oh no, nigga, you not the one. It would make sense if Drew was complaining, because since he lost that championship, he has not been booked correctly. While Zev, literally after you dropped your championship, you were put right back in top spots. So shut the fuck up with this. Oh, I don't get the right booking. I'm underutilized. Please tell that sob story to somebody else. Stop telling your stories. Stop trying to sell your copies, because bitch, I don't want them. That is my opinion on Seth Rollins, and that's probably gonna be the last thing I say about this man. I can't stand him. He's a fucking crybaby. He's just annoying. Now, as far as the Cody Rhodes thing, let's talk about everyone's favorite, Cody Rhodes. So, Curiosity Thread made a video today called "Why Cody Rhodes' 378-day title reign as a champion was not as good as it should have been." And he made a lot of good points why it wasn't. And you know what's so crazy is that everything he said in his video, I've already been saying before Cody ever won a championship. Niggas don't want to listen. That's the problem. Niggas didn't want to listen. Listen, they treated Cody Rhodes as if this nigga was about to save the company when he came back. This nigga Cody Rhodes came back, beat Seth Rollins 3 times, right? Got hurt, was off the shelf for 8 months, came back, won the Royal Rumble. Very predictable, by the way, because who didn't see that? Oh, saw that one coming. Who didn't see that one coming? Nigga came back, has, ever since he done came back, this nigga didn't already main event at what? He WrestleMania 39, main event at 39, main event at 40, and he main event at 40 in 2 nights, so he main event at night 1 and night 2, so that's 3, I think. Yeah, 39, 40, he main event at night 1 and night 2, and he just main event at 41. So this nigga Cody Rhodes, I think he came back in 2022, right? We're in the year 2025. 2022, 23, 24, 25. He done already been here for maybe 3 to 4 years already, and he done already made event at 4 fucking WrestleManias. And yet, that is insane, because, like I said, they treat Cody Rhodes as if he was a top tier talent, as if he was a top guy when he left this company. No, nigga quit. He was never that guy. He never, ever gave that energy. I still don't see what the fuck is so special about Cody Rhodes. I really don't get the hype. I didn't get the hype when he came back. I really don't get the hype around Cody Rhodes. I never got the hype. I never got it. I never really was behind him being the one to dethrone Roman Reigns. But because he was the top babyface at that time and was really over, I guess it made sense. See, WWE do this thing where they like to do feel-good moments. We're going to give you this title because it's a feel-good moment. But to let you know, once we give you this title, we don't know what to do with you afterwards. And that's literally what happened to Cody Rhodes. You mean to tell me y'all spent years with this nigga trying to chase the championship, and you mean to tell me after y'all put the belt on him, y'all didn't know what the fuck to do with him? How the fuck does that make any sense? How do you not know what to do with someone once you make him champion? That doesn't make sense. Triple H, you had years, months, weeks, days to get your fucking creative team crew together to write proper storylines for Cody once he became champion. They had already failed once they did that with Cody. Once they didn't have nothing to do with his championship reign, they didn't already failed him. Now, fans love to say, oh, you hate Cody because he dethroned Roman Reigns. No, I don't hate Cody Rhodes. None of these wrestlers can ever do anything for me to hate them, because I don't really know them to hate them. I don't know their personalities. I don't know who they are outside of this wrestling shit. I don't know them all like that for me to hate them. I'm just not a fan of Cody Rhodes. I would never just sit down and watch a Cody Rhodes segment or sit down and watch a Cody Rhodes match. He's not one of my favorite superstars. I just nothing in my heart that would make me just want to sit down and watch this nigga, ever. I don't dislike him because he dethroned Roman. I just feel like he wasn't the one. Maybe he was at the time, but I feel like after like WrestleMania 41's main event, it just shows the Cody Rhodes project failed. It absolutely failed. You could say whatever you want, that he's over and da 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 da. I already been saying this. I said this. Roman Reigns being champion for over 4 fucking years and having it over 1,000 days. Whoever was going to be the one to dethrone him, that crown, that seat was going to be heavy no matter what. Because now you really have to show the fans that you're bigger than Roman ever was as champion. And it failed. Cody Rhodes failed to succeed the test. This nigga only defended his title 9 times within 1 year of a reign. How the fuck he was champion for a year and only defended it 9 fucking times? And all of his matches were fucking boring. All of them. Not one match out of Cody Rhodes' title reign was good. None of them. And all the bad guys carried the feud. He never carried it. Never. AJ Styles carried their feud. Logan Paul carried their feud. Who else? Solo carried their feud. Kevin Owens carried their feud. Like, all the villains carried his feuds. It's given he's Batman. Like, I think that's Christian Bale's. No, whatever the fuck. Dark Knight, the Dark Knight trilogy, right? It's given that Cody Rhodes is the Dark Knight trilogy. But y'all know how in Dark Knight, Batman is really not, like, the main event star. He's really not the star. All his villains carried his movie. From Joker to motherfucking, what is his name? Bang? I don't know if that's his name or not. But, and then Scarecrow. All the villains in the Dark Knight trilogy carried Batman's movies. Batman never did nothing that was sugar, spice, or anything nice at all in his trilogy. It's the same thing with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes' chase to the title was way more interesting than his championship reign. Like I said, nigga held it for 378 days. Didn't do shit as champion. And you know, the fans who were saying, oh, his title reign was boring because he was there every week. It's like, isn't that what y'all wanted? Then y'all wanted a full-time champion. Wasn't y'all bitching in the morning when y'all say, oh, Roman Reigns is part-time, he's hogging the title. But then y'all bitch because y'all see the nigga every week. Like, these fans are the reason why Cody Rhodes is never going to succeed to begin with, because he made his whole comeback all about them when he really should have just been doing the shit for himself. So, from when Curiosity is talking about, oh, they should make Cody Rhodes the type of heel who shits on the fans for saying, y'all cheered me for my journey, but y'all booed me when y'all didn't want me anymore. Don't make him that type of heel. Heels who shit on the fans and say, you're the reason why I became a bad guy, it never does anything for their favor. They did that for Seth Rollins in 2019, and it was so fucking stupid because, yes, the fans were turning on him, but at the same time, it's like, Seth Rollins was doing a lot of shit outside of wrestling for why they turned on him. Like, he was talking shit on social media. He was just running his mouth once he became Universal Champion. That is why he was getting booed by the fans. It had nothing to do because his title reign was boring, even though it really was, and he was really shitty as a champion. It had to do because what he was doing on the internet. Like, nigga was running his mouth, like, a lot on the internet when it just came to, like, certain shit and everything like that. I don't think it had anything to do because of Seth Rollins' title reign, but they made him that heel who wanted to scream at the fans and say, oh, I did everything for you, and y'all boo me, and da. Like, nigga literally said, oh, I brought the Universal Championship back twice from Brock Lesnar, and you guys boo me. Who cares what the fucking fans think? They pay their money. They have the right to boo and cheer. They pay a lot of fucking money to sit their asses in these seats to watch these long-ass, drawn-out shows. They have the right to be silent, the right to be quiet, the right to cheer, or the right to boo. How are you upset because they don't want to be your friend? That makes no sense. No, don't do that. Just because, and at the end of the day, it's the fans' job to boo a bad guy. So when you got baby faces like Cody and Zeph, who are used to being cheered, and they bitch about the fans booing them, they don't already are becoming bad heels, because it's like the whole point of you being a heel is for the crowd to boo you, not like you, unless you're really fucking cool. Because you kind of could see that Roman Reigns, that it was kind of like really hard to hate him because the nigga was so fucking cool as a heel that the fans just fucking loved him. But they didn't make Roman Reigns that heel who shit on the fans because they booed him and da 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 da. Like, no, we don't want to see that. Even though the fans were completely awful to him during his babyface days, they didn't put that nigga. They didn't make his whole tribal chief run all about because you fans treated me poorly. No one wants to sit there and hear him shit on the fans because they didn't like him. Who cares? Your WWE career is about you. It's about your journey. Who gives a fuck about the fans? Who cares what the fans think? Them niggas are fickle. They gonna boo you one week and then maybe cheer you the next week. So who really gives a fuck? Like, I think that maybe all the fans who had high hopes for Cody Rhodes' title reign and saw how bad it was, they probably have the right to be disappointed, but I am not surprised that his title reign was shitty because Triple H has a problem with afterward situations. And I've been saying this shit for the longest time. Like I said, how is it that you spent years how do you spend years writing Cody Rhodes to be champion? You give him his moment, he finishes the story, and that's it. His story is over with because he finished his story. That was his character. His whole character was to finish the story, win the championship. That's it. So once he won the championship, Triple H, you mean to tell me you don't know what was next for him? How can you sit there and not know what's next for your main guy? That makes no sense. You have months, years, days, weeks to make some shit up, to write something. How did you not know what to do with him? So to me, that is one of the main problems why Cody Rhodes' title reign failed. The creative team. The creative team didn't think of anything to give him. And I feel like Cody Rhodes really became overshadowed in his title reign the moment they turned Solo heel and made Solo try to copy and paste everything that Roman Reigns was doing. I do feel like he was being overshadowed. A lot of people say he became overshadowed when Roman Reigns made his return at SummerSlam. True, because once Roman Reigns came back, the Bloodline was ending the shows every week. But they were already doing that before Roman Reigns came back. They were ending the shows every week. It wasn't Cody Rhodes who was ending the show with a promo or a match. It was the Bloodline. So off top, they didn't already show you the Bloodline still runs this business. They still have a chokehold on this business, and that no one is really going to be as popular or be as important because they tell top-notch stories. And like I said, I already said this, that because of the fucking pedestal that Roman Reigns has set, the fucking standard that he has set because he was champion for 4 years, and all the storylines he told, and all the great matches he put on, and being able to main event WrestleMania 37 and 38 and 39 and 40 as your champion, 4 times in a row as a champion. He had already set the fucking bar that the standard he is setting is going to be very fucking impossible for any superstar to break. It doesn't matter how hard you work or how much stories you tell or how many matches you put on. You're still not going to overcome him. You're not going to surpass him. And you don't need to. Do what's best for your journey. So fans who already feel like, oh, Cody didn't surpass Roman, that's what they were hoping for, you're a fucking idiot. You should not have went into thinking that Cody Rhodes' title reign was going to be anywhere near as special or as important or was going to surpass Roman Reigns' title reign when that was going to be completely fucking impossible. Whoever was going to become a champion and whoever becomes a champion in the near future as we're talking is never going to surpass the legacy and the standard that Roman Reigns set because it is nearly fucking impossible. You shouldn't win a championship thinking I want to do this better than Roman. Impossible. Because he held a championship for 4 fucking years, and what he did with that title was fucking incredible. I mean, if you still have Stone Cold Steve Austin telling Roman that what you're doing on a roster is completely different than anybody, and it's really the most interesting, there's no way in hell any superstar is going to feel nearly important when Stone Cold Steve Austin is literally saying that Roman Reigns is the most important superstar on the roster. The stories he tells are damn near unmatchable, that it doesn't matter who they try to set the shows, who they try to main event the shows, who they try to end the shows. If the nigga ain't Roman, it ain't gonna work. I already said that the Cody Rhodes project was going to fail because they made him this babyface. They literally shoved Cody Rhodes down our throats, especially the fans who didn't want him, like me. They shoved a nigga down our throats, and We had to accept it. Didn't matter what we wanted, even though we wanted Rock and Roman. That obviously didn't matter, so they put the title on Cody. And I already said the shit was gonna fail. His title reign was really shitty. It had no aura. He had no aura as champion. None of his matches or feuds we're looking forward to. Nothing. And the nigga shouldn't just off top get a fucking championship rematch. No, because the Roman Reigns get his championship rematch once he lost his title. No, nigga went to the back of the line. Roman Reigns was instantly put in the motherfucking mid card. He did not just get his championship rematch off bat when he came back. No, nigga literally had to. He still hasn't. He's still doing what he doing without a championship. So no, it ain't happening. So I feel like the motherfuckers who thought Cody Rhodes was going to surpass Roman or that his title reign was going to feel somewhat special, you're idiots. You're stupid. You really shouldn't set your expectations that high, especially not when it comes to Triple H booking. I'm sorry to say it. Triple H really sucks when it comes to booking. Because like I just said, how the fuck do you spend years having Cody Rhodes chase the title just to say, you know what, we don't know what to do with you once you become champion? Huh? How do you not know what to do with him once he become champion? You spent years, months, weeks, days writing this shit. How do you not know what to do next? And you see that a lot when it comes to the Triple H era. Like I said, there's a lot of shit that comes with afterwards that did nothing. Like this. The Usos were champions for like, what, 1,000 days, I believe so. I really don't remember how long they held the championships, but they put the titles, the tag team championships, on Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Who remembers their tag team title reign? Who remembers what storylines they told, what matches they told? Who remembers it? No one remembers any tag team storylines they told outside of the Usos, because they were still telling stories with them and having matches with them once they won them. Once they exit the whole bloodline story, once Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens went to go do their own thing, what storylines did they tell? Huh? What storylines did they tell? Who remembers what matches they had? You don't remember their tag team title runs because Triple H didn't know what to do with them once they won them after WrestleMania, and didn't know what to do with them once he permanently exits them out of the bloodline story. He didn't know what to do with them. So y'all had already seen firsthand Triple H has a problem when it comes to afterwards. When it comes to afterwards storylines, he's not very good at writing it. Like I said, you got niggas on the roster beating big time names and not being booked like they're important. How the fuck Solo beat John Cena and now look at him? He's floundering on the roster, not doing shit, still with his Bloodline 2.0, even though they don't get booked as top stars. Niggas just floundering on the main roster, not doing a goddamn thing. Not only did he pan John Cena, but he panned Roman too. And the nigga gets booked like absolute trash. So there's that. Triple H has a problem when it comes to afterwards. He really does. Like I said, you literally make Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns. You made him pin the biggest star in the business just to give him one of the shittiest title reigns to ever be seen when it comes to the company. I mean, there are far more worse title reigns. Like, I feel like Seth Rollins' Universal Championship is by far one of the worst fucking title reigns I ever seen. Kevin Owens' Universal Championship reign was absolutely fucking horrible. And it's mainly because they shouldn't put the fucking title on him. They shouldn't have put the fucking championship on Kevin Owens. So there are 4 more worse title reigns. But I feel like the fans who felt like he was going to surpass Roman, nope. You guys are idiots. You should have really not went with so much of a clear standard. You guys really should have thought like there was no way they were going to do that. Like I said, I really don't care for Cody Rhodes. I don't care what he does in the company. Like I said, I've never really been a fan of him or like that. So, as far as I'm concerned, they could turn him heel. I really feel like he would feel more comfortable as a heel because him being a babyface comes off very forced. That's just my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. Do y'all feel like I'm right when it comes to Cody, or do y'all feel like I'm being biased? Because I feel like I'm not being biased at all. I feel like I'm saying nothing but fucking facts, and it really depends on whether you like what I hear. It really depends on if you agree with what I say or you disagree. You don't have to agree with anything I say, but bitch, better believe nothing out of my mouth is bullshit. Nothing. If I say how I feel, it's because I really feel that shit. And that's just how I feel. So see you guys in my next video.